Rugby is always number one, and we're not here to change that either. It's just the lads who wouldn't have much interest in rugby. We started playing hurling with Donal and Tony Wall. They started up the hurling when we were in first year. Kind of got going, and we never thought we'd be in a Harty Cup semi-final now. So it's just great to be here. Yeah.
Still is a rugby school, but the hurling came in. I suppose we started the project around 98, 99 was when we got into it really. There was a competition back then for non-playing GA schools called Lord Mayor's Cup. Tony was in the school at the time. I think he was just on career break actually and came back from it. And that's when the project started. So I started playing competitions for non-GA schools. And then we went bit by bit through the different grades and kind of ended up where we are now this weekend, playing the semi-final of a Harty Cup competition. So it's been kind of the last 20 years really that we've been at it.
I think looking back over the last 2 years, I suppose this is our third year playing Harty Cup. It's a steep learning curve. Even though we've all played hurling with our clubs and we've coached with our clubs, it's a different style of hurling. And it took both Donal and myself, as well as the lads, a while just to get up to speed with the intensity and the physicality of Harty Cup hurling. And to be fair, I think this year we have a team that's more experienced than it's ever been before. And I think it's shown in our performances. There's a lot of steel in our team, but there's a lot of composure in our team. And you know, we're delighted with the way things have gone so far.
Yeah, we're all very looking forward to it. We know we'll be well up for it anyway. On Saturday, we're up for a challenge anyway. Our school are very good, so we're not going to underestimate anything, and we're all looking forward to going into the game anyway. We know they have a few good players, alright, but I think it's more important to focus on ourselves really. I think if we focus on ourselves, I think there's not much more we can do really. We'll see what happens on the day.
We've very much concentrated on ourselves, focus on what we can do and trying to challenge to get the best out of ourselves. I was talking to somebody else there before training and they were saying about the tradition of the other three schools in the semi-final. They're laden with Harty Cups and all Ireland colleges, so like if we focus on what the oppositions had, we'd be kind of very worried, but we're not, we're just focusing on ourselves. We felt we prepared very well in difficult circumstances, like it's very hard with the weather the last couple of weeks, but we felt that we've prepared very well, we've done as much as we can, we're ready to go, we've no excuses at this stage now.
To be fair, I suppose the two people who are most responsible would be Dr. Jordan himself, the principal, and Donal O'Mahony, my fellow co-manager, because Donal has been kind of ploughing along furrow for the last 15-20 years, keeping the ship going when really there was no real interest in hurling. I'm a latecomer. I came on board the last 4 or 5 years. But really, I suppose the idea was that we had a lot of guys coming into the school who were not playing rugby, who were GA-orientated families, and Donal, to be fair, and Dr. Jordan saw the opportunity to promote hurling within the school. And to be honest, it's just taken off from there really over the last number of years, which has culminated in a Harty semi-final next Saturday against Reach.
I suppose we're trying to create a tradition. We have a fantastic tradition in rugby. It's up to these fellas to write their own bit of history now, and that's a massive challenge. Like it's a very prestigious competition. When you get to the latter stages of it, you're going to be playing against good teams, and that's exactly where we are. We're in the semi-final. The other three teams are laden down with traditions in this competition. And our challenge now is, can we create our own bit of tradition starting this year? That's a big challenge, but like as I said previously, that's what makes it satisfying. If you're beating teams that weren't rated, the satisfaction wouldn't be as great, but like when you're beating teams like we did in the quarter-final with Corn's tradition, it gives you good satisfaction. So there's a massive challenge on Saturday and we'll see where it goes.
When you make the decision, a bold decision on our part to go up the Harty Cup, ultimately you want to be at the top table. I mean, we came up with the intention of competing for Harty Cups as soon as possible. When you get to a semi-final, there are no poor teams, all the teams are very good, they have a strong tradition. But so, like everything else, you have to create your own tradition. You can't get experience in semi-finals until you actually get to a semi-final. So we're going to treat it like any other game. It's 60 minutes between two teams, and as I said, ultimately the best team will win in the end.
No nerves really, everyone's fairly composed about it. Everyone's just looking forward to the challenge. I mean, none of us have been in this position so far, so we're all just really looking forward to it.
They've done everything we've asked them to do. There's a determination in the team this year that we haven't seen before. And while we fully recognise that we're really up against it because our school are a top team, we feel that we will acquit ourselves very well on Saturday. And if the performance is good enough, the result will look after itself.